Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geelong Zone, the preview night. We decided to do this game a little bit later because Kyri had plans. He was planning to go to the Adelaide United women's game. He has not. We are going to get a score update from him very soon. But Kyri, thank you for joining. We are in the middle of halftime. Game's done. Hawthorn 83 to Plays 39. That game is well and truly over. So we made a good decision there to wait till after the second quarter. Kyri is my guest for tonight. We're going to preview the fuck out of this show. Thank you for joining me, Kyri. How you been doing today?
Good, mate. Pleasure to be back on, as always, on your Geelong show. And yes, I was going to go to the Lady Reds, the A-League women's game tonight, but long week of work, long day, especially today, and felt a bit tired going. But the good news is Adelaide United won 2-1. They are second on the A-League women's table. So great to see from the Lady Reds. I know the men's are going to be playing in a couple of weeks' time back at Hindmarsh. So we'll see how we go from there. After this show, I'm probably going to tune to the Matildas game for the Women's Asian Cup. Probably not going to bother with a footy for this one. Like you said, it's all said and done at halftime. Jack Gunston is turning back the clock, isn't he? He's got 3 goals. He's going to kick 50 plus the way he's going. So, yes. But looking forward to deep diving in tomorrow's matchup, Lucas. Let's get into it.
A very good result for our women. Unlike our men who seem to be struggling for top 4, our women are absolutely flying. Right, now, if anyone wants to join the stream, I will post the StreamYard down there. You're more than welcome to come aboard if it will post. There we go. We'll just leave that in the comments. Right. We start with our review. We start with team changes. Team changes ends. Jeremy Cameron is back, and so is Patrick Dangerfield. Mitch Edwards is probably the best story here, who played his debut game. Outs. I'm mixed with these ones. Mitch Nevitt, scapegoat for me. Ollie Henry didn't have the best game with his marking. Dropped 2 very poor marks. James Warple through a finger injury out of all injuries. Yeah, Ollie Henry and Mitch Nevitt, there were worse players on that game last week. Jack Martin didn't kick a goal. Brad Close didn't kick a goal. Yet the scapegoat was Ollie Henry and Mitch Nevitt, who did kick a goal, who had statistically better games. Don't know what the fuck the coach is on about here. It gets worse when we go into the teams. But Kyri, do you like these changes or not?
Well, look, Lucas, I'm quite happy with the team changes. I was a bit hesitant with Patrick Dangerfield coming into the side if he was right and ready to go for this one, but I think we just need some reinforcements into the team. Great to see Jeremy Cameron back into the side as well. I'm very happy with the lineup. We've got some strength. Ollie Henry getting dropped, I thought it was bound to happen. From what I saw last Friday night and his efforts, I thought it's not going to keep you a spot in the seniors. I do agree with your statement with Mitch Nevitt being the scapegoat for him playing out of position in the forward pocket where he's not supposed to be played. And it's unfortunate for him. James Warple, not ideal. But we do have Patrick Dangerfield coming back at the side. Hopefully, we get to see Tanner Bruin more in the engine room as well, which I'll talk about later on as well. But great to see Mitch Edwards into the side. I'm very, very excited to see how he goes in the ruck against Jackson and Cox as well.
Here are the teams. The defence. We've got an interesting position here with the defence. Connor O'Sullivan, Jack Henry, Sam de Koning, the front defenders or fullbacks, whatever you want to call them, whatever. Stuart Humphrey, B. Bear. This one is an absolute shocker. I can't believe this. He's at fullback, halfback. That is Oisin Mullins. What the fuck is this coach on about? The
and
wing.
guess who he's on? He's on Patrick Voss as well. I guess he's going to have a field day.
A goal-kicking midfield. A goal-kicking midfield. Look at the fucking state of this coach. What is he trying to get sacked? Is he saying, you know what, I'm done with this club. Sack me now. I just don't get this. Mullen, we saw this on grand final day with Mullins at fullback when McCluggage went up forward. He got absolutely schooled. Absolutely schooled. And he played last week. He had absolutely no impact. He didn't even tag anybody. And yet they've thrown him at fullback or halfback, sorry.
Halfback, behind the ball.
Yeah, I cannot believe that. I'll tell you what, if I'm Patrick Voss, I'm licking my lips. If I don't score more than 3 goals, mate, you might as well retire and go play waffle.
Go back to Essendon. They clearly need a forward.
Yes, Essendon. Mullins is the man, apparently, Jezza says. We'll be careful not to kick Jezza this time.
Well, maybe he's seen something we're not. Who knows? He could absolutely pull a blinder tomorrow. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but yeah, it's just from that grand final day, Lucas. I just don't think he's been the same. And yeah, we will see. Will Chris Scott be brave enough to throw a tag on Caleb Saron or Brayshaw, whoever he goes? But that remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that matchup as well. Truth be told.
Sarcasm, yeah, we got that.
Sarcasm.
We got that.
You never know. You never know though.
Wing/centre O'Connor. Well, O'Connor did that last week. He lasted 5 minutes and then became like a roaming player. Didn't really have a role. He's got Bailey Smith penciled in at the centre and Dempsey. I was going to say Clint Dempsey there. That's a Spurs player. Sorry about that. Former Spurs player. Geez, they need him at their team as well. We wouldn't mind him. Dempsey on the wing. That's pretty common, but like I said, depends how long O'Connor will be there. He was there 5 minutes last week and then had a free roaming role. On ruck/on ball, this is pretty much same old, really. Blitzard, Atkins, Holmes, the half forward, Close. I said Close. Why is it there not an L there? That's me rushing. Mind you, I've had 2 days to prepare for this. Close, Mena, and Martin. Mena's still at centre half forward, by the way. He won't be, but he's penciled in there. The 4 forwards, Cameron, Neil, and Danger. I like that one. We like Danger forward. Perfect world. Probably would have liked to start him on the bench. The interchange, Zach Guthrie. Mitch Edwards will play his debut game off the bench. Jai Clark. Grattan Myers, probably a perfect world. Replace Myers with Danger, then let Danger come on the field. This one, I cannot believe this one. What the fuck is this coach doing? Why is Tanner Brunner on the bench after the best player last week?
Yeah.
At halfback, and you got him on the bench. What the fuck is that about? What is that about?
He has to be on ball. He absolutely has to be on. Even behind the ball, he was all right as well. But with that being said, I want to see him more on ball. When we're just screaming out of someone to win the clearances out of the middle, just throw Tanner Bruin in there. But who knows? I mean, you're never gonna put a player you're never gonna put Tanner Bruin over Max Holmes or Bailey Smith over him at the end of the day as well. He does have to prove himself to get a start in the midfield, but who knows? But and Jai Clark as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, so you make very good points. You're not going to put them over those players, but why is Mullins in there? Why can't Mullins be on the interchange and Bruno play there? I don't understand that.
Stop Bruin for Mullins. Let Mullins go off the bench. That's what I'll probably do personally. There's your solution.
A shocking decision. And it's proven the last game Bruno can kick under pressure. So that is an absolute shocker for me. I don't know what he's thinking. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if he's making these choices by himself. Is he getting ideas? I mean, when I'm talking about Chris Scott here, or is he just saying, you know what, fuck everyone, I'll make my own decision?
We can't forget Nathan Buckley's in the coach's box as well, because that can clearly influence him too. We know Bucks at Collingwood. I don't know if he kept playing players out of position as well. There could be an influence in that. Could be an influence in that too. Like, don't forget, two conflicting minds at the moment. You got two experienced AFL coaches going head to head in the selection panel as well, and I think that has a lot to do with it too.
We're going to flashback. We're going to have a little bit of a flashback last time these teams played was round 1. This is in Geelong. 2025. It's round 1 this week. Josh Tracy had 9 touches, 1 goal. You're going to bring this up in a minute, Kyri. He had 3 marks that day, so we did really well on him. This is a bit surprising here. Ollie Henry, Sten Gunn kicked 6 goals between them, but they're not playing. So we've lost 6 goals there. We've lost 6 goals before the game starts. Cameron, 4 goals. Bailey Smith had 32 touches and 1 goal. Sarong and Brayshaw, they did okay, but they weren't damaging. They weren't very damaging. Sarong only had 27 touches, no goals.
Yeah.
Brayshaw had 1 goal, 26 disposals. So our midfield did extremely well back then.
We blew them off the park as well. That was like a 70-point win. I think
it won't be this time. This won't be a 7. Yeah,
it won't be a 70-point win. No. Like, no. I'll take a 5-point win. Like, that's how close this could be as well. Just any win, but definitely not 70 points. Yeah,
it will be very close. Having said that, if one team did win by 70 points, I would think it would be Geelong, with all due respect. But you don't know what you're going to get with Fremantle. That's the problem. You don't know what you're going to get. They could be very good and they could wipe the floor with us, or they could be very bad and we can wipe the floor with them. Their coach is under a lot of pressure, former player as well, Justin Longmire. A lot of pressure he is under. Keys to the game. We're going to let you talk about this because this is Kyri's keys to the game. We're going to go through these, Kyri. So before you do that, you never know what the wankers will bring in.
The wankers with anchors,
They're
just like a box of chocolates. You know, one week they're playing like sensational football, and then the other week they just pull an absolute stinker to teams that they should be beating. You just don't know what you're going to get out of Freo, and you wonder why they choked in that elimination final against Gold Coast as well. But I do agree, Lucas. Justin Longmuir, he is under a lot of pressure. You know, it's been, or has it been 4 years since they won a final in 2022? Yes, they made the finals last year, but they got bounced out by the Suns. And I think a pass mark for them is probably going to be a prelim final for them. I don't think an elimination final is going to cut it for the Fremantle Football Club. Heaps of talent in that midfield, which I'll get into in my keys of the game.
Well, we mentioned that they've got a great midfielder. They found some good forwards. Ajay Miss, Tracy, which you're going to talk about. They've got good defenders. Good defenders back down there. They've got a good balance. They've got a really good list, but at times their ball movement is so slow. They're transitioning so slow. That's a coaching problem for me. You've got all this list. Alex Pearce down back is a good defender despite what he thinks. But that's a coaching problem. When you've got Alex Pearce controlling the defence, when you've got Sarong and Brayshaw controlling the midfielder, Hayden Young is also a great two-way player as well. You've got a four-line, Jaya Mitz, Voss, Tracy. yeah, that's a coaching problem when their ball movement should not be as slow as we've seen from Fremantle throughout parts of last year and the year before that. I see what you did there, Jezza. Thank you. Yes. But no, it's just very hard to read Fremantle. Right, Kyri's keys to the game. You're going to talk about this one, Kyri, as you go.
Yeah, let's get to it. So my point number one is going to be fast midfield dominance. We need to win the clearances and stoppage early in the game while it's hot. And we've got to apply the pressure and win the contested ball to stop Fremantle's transition game. We know how good they are on the transition. Number two is efficiency inside 50. We win games when their forward entries are clean and targeted instead of the long bombs. There were just too many times we long bombed it, and we hope for the best in a game like against the Suns last week. What I want to see more lowering the eyes and stop hack kicking inside 50 without looking ahead of the play. And Jeremy Cameron coming back into the side, he's going to be a huge key, giving quality chances for our forward line.
Yeah, we're going to let you read these, and we're going to let you read through these, and we're going to go back to each point. We're going to review each point. So
yeah, and number three is the defensive structure, holding up as well. And I already said that basically the first couple of points. So I'll go to number three. Essentially, we need to intercept and slow down Fremantle's rebound. And a key matchup to watch for me is Jack Henry and Josh Tracy. We know Josh Tracy last year, he's developed into Fremantle's main man up forward, absolute spearhead, 44 goals last year, fourth in the league for contested marks. And Jack Henry last year, with the absence of Tom Stewart, he really stood up in the back line, leading the Cats for intercept marks and intercept possessions as well. And like what Lucas stated earlier in the video, Tracy was held to 9 disposals and 1 goal, and I think this is going to be a pivotal matchup to decide the result of this game. If we keep Tracy quiet, I think we're going to have an absolute good day today, and that's going to be a key moment.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Kyri's a point. So this was Kyri's first point. So we're going to talk more about his points. So go ahead, Kyri. We're going to get in-depth review with this point,
yeah. So basically, obviously the fast midfield dominance. We know they've got a stacked midfield in Caleb Saron, Andy Brayshaw, Hayden Young could be thrown in the middle, and Murphy Reid at times. I expect first bounce. It's going to be Atkins, Holmes, and Baz all in the middle as well. I won't be surprised if they put Patrick Dangerfield in the centre bounce at times as well. There is as reluctant as I sound with it as well. I think if we're going to lose the clearance count really early in the game, they're going to throw Dangerfield in the middle early. That's why he's back in the side. Players like Tanner Bruin, I'd like to see as well. How good he was behind the ball. I'd like to see him a lot in the guts, a lot more.
Yeah.
But I just have this feeling that Patrick Dangerfield is going to be thrown into the engine room a lot more earlier. But that's if we're down by 4 or 5 goals in the first 10 minutes in the first quarter. But and just the pressure as well, But yeah, that's the midfield dominance. The game in the middle, that's where it's all going to be won as well. Mitch Edwards in the ruck. Very intriguing matchup against Luke Jackson and Mason Cox. Mason Cox as well. I expect Blitz to start, but the athleticism and the height of Mitch Edwards, I think he's going to be a great matchup. I reckon he'll go really well. Yeah.
Hello, Chris. Thank you for joining. If you want to join in the stream, you're more than welcome to. Link is down below or up top of this chat. Now, what was really exposed last year, we're talking about midfield needs to win clearances and control stoppages. Gold Coast's midfield kick goals. Our midfield doesn't kick goals. Bailey Smith doesn't really kick many goals. Max Holmes doesn't really kick much goals. Dangerfield, yeah, we know he kicks goals when he goes down forward. But the game against Gold Coast, Turk Miller, Anderson, Petrarca, they just blew us away kicking goals, their midfield core. And I keep raving on about this, but we're now in an era where midfielders need to kick goals. If your midfielder does not kick goals, you're in a world of trouble against the top sides. So I'd like to see us kicking some goals from our midfield, whether that is from a Bruner, whether that is from a Bailey Smith. I'm not saying they have to go down forward. I'm just saying as part of the midfield link-up play, like we saw a good goal from Jai Clark last year that with Max Holmes handballed at Jai Clark. He kicked a nice one and go outside 50. I want to see more of that.
Last week. Really good. Like a lot of running play goals. We need to see that. We need to see that a lot more. Tanner Bruin could do it as well from outside 50 as well. We need to see more of that to hurt the opposition because Caleb Saron, Brayshaw, all those blokes, they are more than capable. Even Jordan Clark from the half-back flank as well. I am dreading about him. He's gonna light it up. I fucking know it. Like I miss that man.
He's got a good chance, Jai Clark, to end our season right now. He's got. I'll tell you what. If we go down 2-0, 0-2, and then we got the Crows next week, who may or may not be Collingwood. You know that Jai Clark has a bit of revenge here. He can pull up a Bam Bam game.
Jordan.
He could have 4 goals, 40 touches, 80 goals. I don't think he'll kick 80 goals, but that's what I'm saying. He could put a lot of pressure on Geelong. Yeah, it's so ironic. We got rid of the wrong Clark. But no, that can hurt us. He has a good chance here, Jai Clark. Not Jai Clark. The Fremantle Clark. Sorry.
Jordan.
He has a good chance to end our season, in my opinion. Right. Your second opinion was inside 50s entries. Geelong wins games. Let's go into a bit more about that one, Kyri.
Yeah. So. As I elaborated it before, it's just so many times last week, we're just hacking the ball, hoping for the best. Like we're our forwards. They're not just gonna, and they're just sitting there like ducks, just like waiting for the ball to come out them. I want to see more of those low penetration kicks that we saw in the back half of last year, heading to finals, and that gives opportunities like our forwards Shannon Neal to take the lead and all of that because Shannon Neal was isolated in the forward line and with Jeremy Cameron up on the field as well because we really missed that high roaming high half forward sort of player because we didn't have anyone to do that role last week. So yeah. Grateful that Jezza is back at the side. He's going to be a huge boost for us, and ultimately he's one of the keys why we could win this game as well because we didn't have that link up from the half forward to the forward line as well. Because how are you going to? You just can't lombob the kicks and hope for the best. Like we just got to see those low penetrating kicks like that. We're really good at as well, and that was disappointing to see. That we didn't even do that last week.
As I just made this better, we had 60 plus inside 50s last week. 60.
I find that astonishing.
Gold Coast had 70, yet they kicked. So it's only 10 difference, but they kicked 60 more points than us. And that's to your credit with your second point. Just bombing it into your 450. That's what we did. And Shannon Neal at times was nowhere near the pack. You know, how many times did you see the sad Zach Collins come over the man as third man up and punch the ball away? That can't happen. You can't let Alex Pearce do that. Cannot let him do that this week. So absolutely spot on here with that. 60 plus inside 50s. And Gold Coast only had 10 more. Yet they scored 60 points more than us. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Jeremy Cameron will be back for our structure. That was a very good inclusion for us. Hopefully he hasn't done much, since the grand final as far as preseason goes. We know what happened with his injury. He's had a few setbacks, but at the same time, we can't have real expectations. We can't say, kick 5, Cameron. No, it's going to take him a little bit of time. But no, that's fair enough. Now, your third point here was the defensive structure, holding Geelong's strong backline. And last week, just absolutely dominated by 3 players: Barley Humphrey, Ben King, and Lombard, their rising star, who was on O'Sullivan. So yeah, that really upset me. And also that Ben Long went under the radar. He kicked 2 goals. We didn't even talk about Ben Long.
We didn't talk about Ben Long again, didn't we?
No, we didn't. We didn't talk him in the preview show, and I thought, fuck, another player that's underrated as hell. And then he kicks 2 goals. We don't even talk about him again. But no, this is your one about Geelong's backline. So you can go and review here with this one.
Yeah. So again, I think Jack Henry going on Josh Tracy. That's going to be a big one.
Yep.
Connor O'Sullivan on Murphy Reed. That's going to be an interesting one as well. I think he was on him in round 1 last year. He was absolutely roaming around. He kicked like 5 goals on debut. I'm not going to let Connor O'Sullivan off the leash on this one because I think this was like I think it was his second game actually. His debut was in 2024. But yeah, just basically we just can't let the opposition win the battle, especially in because they absolutely thrive when they lock in the ball in their forward half, and if our defense doesn't hold up and our pressure drops, then Fremantle's midfield are just going to control the territory, and we just can't afford that. We know that the Suns last week, they had periods when they out tackled and out pressured like Geelong. It was embarrassing. I can't get the tackle count at the moment, but I'm sure they out tackled us in the game as well. Like when you're second to the ball, you got to tackle.
I think I know this stat actually because I mentioned Brad Close's forward line pressure. I think we only had 4 tackles inside 50 compared to theirs who had something like 12. Absolute pathetic. And we've just said that their midfield's potent and their forward line is potent. Our defense can't have what we did last game. And not all of it. All of it was on O'Sullivan's fault. Not all of it was on Tom Stewart's fault. It was a poor defensive effort. I think the only play defensively that could hold his head up high was Humphrey v. Bear. Apart from that, everyone was poor. So we need to go back to basics. We need to play the team game and know your damn structures and play to the structures. So that
play
was
on your man locked down.
Yeah. Sam DeConey, just I'll get into more into him, but he just needs a good game here. He just needs a good game.
He does. Yeah, who's he got? He's on Shy Bolton, and he's a hot and cold sort of player as well. Yeah. So,
Shy Bolton, you don't know what you're going to get with Shy Bolton. He could kick 5 goals 0 or 1 goal 5. You don't know what you're going to get from Shy.
He could kick like his ex-teammate Tom Lynch from last night. He could kick 2 goals 7.
Well, no, see, I'm very disappointed with that because I said that he's not washed Tom Lynch. He's still got it. He took 5 inside 50 marks last night. Yeah, he couldn't fucking hit a barn door with a fucking machine gun. It was absolutely useless as a red light in Grand Theft Auto. Just terrible. Come on, Tom Lynch. And if I'm be surprised if Michael Voss didn't send him flowers or some kind of bouquet, a box of chocolates, anything for crying out. Tickets
he's getting the free votes for Carlton regardless in the Brownlow night. So, yeah.
The TPG last night, the jumper punch went absolutely mental. And yeah, if any of the TPG people are watching, just be aware that at least you've got to win. Yeah, we're still waiting for our fucking win, our 4 points.
We are. So we could be 0-2 tomorrow.
It'll be 0-2 tomorrow. So Mars, Rocco, Bo, it's not all doom and gloom. Just wait until you play Geelong. You might. Right. So the coach's 3 key points. Yeah, well, we don't have a good record against Carlton, do we? They always seem to beat us. 1, make most of the inside 50s. You just mentioned that. We had 60+ inside 50s last week. And we just kept bombing it long to absolutely no one. Number 2, gee, you get a whole paragraph. I get 3 fucking lines. What's that about? 2,
I didn't know how the format was going to be, but it's all right. It's all right.
Fucking hell. I'll do mine next week. I'll make sure I add more stuff next week. Well, I'm the host of this fucking thing. You know, it should be the other way around. Number 2, do not let Sarong or Brayshaw do what Petrarca did. We're not going to read out Petrarca's stats. We know what he did. Let's be honest, if Sarong or Brayshaw do that, game over. Coaching staff. That's coaching staff. That's on the coaching staff to actually fucking do something about that. Tag either Sarong or Brayshaw. Number 3, Blitz and Edwards. That's going to be a key rotation. How many minutes is Blitz going to ruck? How many minutes is Edwards going to ruck? We saw not good signs last week with Blitzard. For the first time, he looked very slow and old. So hopefully, with help, he can refresh, recharge the batteries, which is weird because it's only game 1. But the help will do him good, in my opinion. Anything that you want to respond to with the Blitz and Edwards rotation?
Oh no, I think you're spot on. I think you're spot on with these ones. Yeah, like I said, I expect Blitz to start in the ruck as well. But Mitch Edwards, I think he will come on the bench, but I like to see him. I like to see him float up forward as that third tool, go down back as well. Where we need extra support when Fremantle are going on the counter attack as well. Like I said before, he's a versatile big man. Very excited on what he can do, and we've forgotten about poor old Toby Conway as well, haven't we? Like it was supposed to be his role, but can't hold his body up, unfortunately, and I don't want to see SDK in the ruck. Good grief. Good grief. No, I don't.
Saw that last week.
No, forget it. Forget it.
Well, where does that leave Toby? That must leave him on the outers now. That's for me saying, you know what? Unfortunately, we don't see you being our second ruckman. It's a shame. It's not his fault. He's been injured, but no, this is Edwards' time to shine. So we want to see what he's made of. And apparently in the VFL, he can kick a goal or 2. We're seeing tonight with Hawthorn's second ruckman, Reeves, I believe. He's kicking goals.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can see that from Edwards. Adelaide.
I know the Adelaide Crows have debuted at a ruck as well.
Yes.
We'll see how he goes against Collingwood tomorrow. So, yeah.
Absolutely. No, that's a very good point as well. So it's a good time to unleash the new ruckman because of the new ruck rule. Kyri's points what we don't want to see, what he doesn't want to see. If he sees that, he's going to go absolutely mental. I will go mental on my watch along if I see what I don't want to see. Kyri.
Yeah. So we haven't done that section yet, haven't we?
No, we haven't done this yet. Yeah, this is what we don't want to see.
So I'm just going to do the dot points first, and then we'll go over. So number 1 is going to be the disorganised and under pressure when we're in defence. Number 2, lack of impact in the midfield and clearance battle, and the lack of defensive pressure for number 3 as well. So those are going to be my top 3 for what I don't want to see from Geelong tomorrow. So do you want me to go with each of these points?
Yeah, let's go straight into it.
Yep. So number 1, disorganised and under pressure defence. Against Gold Coast last week, we just struggled to hold the ball, and we allowed Gold Coast to score 91 points from turnovers, which is actually the third worst return under Chris Scott. Whether you like it or not, it's facts. And additionally, we were just so slow to transition and rarely move the ball from defensive 50, providing 16 opportunities to exit, but only succeeding once in key moments. And against a structured team like Fremantle, I think a repeat of this disorganization is just going to be catastrophic. I think, number two is the lack of impact in the midfield clearance battle. We know how we've talked about their midfield. Caleb Saron, Brayshaw, spearhead Luke Jackson as well. We just can't afford to lose the clearance battle and just allow these players to dominate possession. It will just severely limit the chances for their forward line to produce a winning score. And we saw that last week in the Gold Coast Suns game. We just allowed Christian Petrarca to walk with ease. Yeah. He could just sit there, do his cooking show and on track, go back in his footy uniform and then go kick a goal. That's just how slow the Geelong midfield was. Yeah, the movie The Matrix, Lucas.
Yeah.
The guys in slow motion dodging through the bullets.
Yeah, that was Petrarca, wasn't it?
That's Petrarca. That's Petrarca.
Yeah.
And you got all the bullets as the Geelong midfield. That's how damn slow we were, mate. Seriously.
It was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. I lost my absolute shit in the watch along with that.
It'll happen again. Caleb Saron could kick 2 or 3 goals if we do the same shit again. I don't know if he does a cooking show or whatever, but I'm sure he cooks at home and stuff like that. Sure. But you just walk your dog in the park. Go back in the field, kick a goal, and that's it.
Oh, good Lord. Well, surely our coach wouldn't be stupid enough to let that happen the second time. Go figure. Your third one here.
And final one is the lack of defensive pressure. We're going to have to avoid a continuation of poor handballing and lack of defensive intensity. And if Geelong cannot hold the ball and fail to apply strong forward half pressure, we're going to allow Fremantle's dangerous transition game to break them down. So we need players like Brad Close, players like even Jack Martin as well. We're really missing Tyson Stengel in the forward line as well, and his forward half pressure too. We need at least 4 or 5 players to absolutely lift their socks up and bloody apply the heat, because they are no joke, Fremantle, when they go from the transition. Like we talked about Jordan Clark, how dangerous he is off the halfback flank. Bloody yeah. We can't. We need at least 4 or 5 players to. We can't just rely on one player.
Well, according to this coach, Brad Close is supposed to bring defensive pressure. He only made 2 tackles last week. 11 pressure acts, 2 tackles. What the fuck is that on about? What does forward pressure mean? What the fuck is that even mean? What is that? That is just bullshit. That's just mumbo fucking jumbo. That is. I don't get it.
And I've got Brad Close in the gun as well. I know this is not a segment in the show, stealing from SEN Fireball Fridays, but I've got Brad Close in the gun. I'm not expecting Brad Close to have 25, 30 touches and kick 4 or 5 goals every week. I'm not asking for that. Oh, we do have the in the gun segment. There we go.
We do have in the gun. We do have that segment. Keep going. Continue.
We do have it, but you just can't coast. You just can't coast. I love you, Bradley, but you can't coast, mate. You got to lift, brother. You got to lift.
How many fucking times did we turn the ball over on the Gold Coast forward 50 area? And every time, this goes back to the 91 points from turnovers. Mm-hmm. That was absolutely embarrassing. That was, and we kept on doing it even in the third quarter, the fourth quarter. Yep. Absolutely embarrassing. No, that cannot happen again. This is where our pressure has to be absolutely elite. Otherwise, this is going to be a nightmare fucking game. what do we not want to see? I made a complete meal out of that, but this is my things. I don't want to see the same old, same old. We saw that last week, and it was fucking embarrassing. Mullins free roaming. If he doesn't get the ball, and I see Mullins free roaming around centre wing, doing absolutely nothing in a world of his own, almost playing with himself, mate, you can fuck off and take that coach with you. Brad Close, under 10 touches. If I swear he doesn't make an impact this game, I'm fucking done with him. I'm absolutely done with him.
12. 12 for me. 12.
Yeah, he cannot have a 3-possession game. Mullins had a 4-possession game. So I think Close had an 8-possession game. Mullins had a 4-possession game. If I see Mullins free roam, centre wing or forward line or whatnot, without a fucking tag and he can't get the ball, mate, I'm done with this fucking coaching stuff. I'm seriously fucking done. And Brad Close under 10 touches. If he has that same game as last week, it doesn't have to be 10 touches, but it should have been if he has the same game last week. But you can put that against Jack Martin.
It's not going to cut it.
You can put that against Shannon Neal. Yeah, go on.
Because what message is that going to send to other players like Ollie Wiltshire as well? Like, you know, who's busting the coach's door down to get a bloody game in the seniors as well. Like, you know, and players from the past like Ted Closey, you know, Mitch Hardy a couple of years ago as well. What message is that bloody going to send to the youngsters? Jay Polkinghorne, like,
can't believe that. What the fuck is that about?
Last week. He should have played last week. Absolutely should have played last week. We only played with one. We played with one recognised tool in the forward line in Shannon Neal. Like, we didn't have that guy to crash the pack and bring the ball down the ground like what Jay Polkinghorne does. But you know, again, we've Jeremy Cameron back in. Yeah, it's you can't. The only way he's gonna be back in the side if both Shannon Neal and Jeremy Cameron pull injury. Touch wood. But you know, that's the reality of it. That's what should have been done last week with Jay Polkinghorne, and you know, but yeah, we'll see how we go. But like I said, Brad Close, he has to bloody lift. He has to bloody lift. And I think Jack Martin's under strife as well. Like, you know, because he didn't really do anything for me, even from the ground last week. It's one thing watching the game on the telly, but at the game itself, I didn't really notice him at all. But you know, we'll see, Coach. We'll see. You know, Brad Close could pull an absolute blinder. He could. Yep. He could kick 2 or 3 goals, maybe 6, 7 score involvements, 3 goal assists, whatever. Like, and we could be saying, "Oh, the moustache man is back. Oh, how good is Brad Close? We love the man. We are South Australia's biggest fans." You know.
Maybe it was the long sleeves. He didn't have long sleeves last week, and he had an absolute shocker. Mate, we're pulling out straws here out of our ass here, but maybe he's superstitious. Maybe he needs to play in the long sleeves. Thank God Alistair Clarkson.
He's banned from the short sleeve. That's it. Yeah. That's it. No.
Thank God Alistair Clarkson's on our coach. He'd never wear long sleeves again. In the gun. Oh, shit.
You got a few.
In the gun.
I've
got him fucking... no, hang on. I've got him. I should be naming fucking 22 players here. So in the gun, Brad Close, you can understand that one. Mullins, you can understand this. Blitz. I want a comeback game from Blitz. Ooh. I want a comeback game from Blitz. Sam DeConey, shocking game last week. Guthrie. Now he had a bad game last week, but I want to see a response. Jack Martin. Terrible game. Shannon Neal, terrible game. Chris Scott, well, mate, if you lose 0-2, you can fuck off. You can quit, mate. We can start our rebuild. But that is in the gun. Those players, they're lucky it's not 22 players, the whole team. But I am picking and choosing here. Ollie Henry would have been in that gun as well, but he got dropped, so I can't do that. So would have been would have been in the gun, but he's not playing. We got a credit. I'm putting Close to Coney, Mullins, and Holmes. Yeah, Max Holmes on thin ice. Max Holmes is on fucking thin ice with me. I don't,
Yeah,
what's
I
wrong
don't
with his
know.
kicking, Kyri? Where's his kicking
No,
gone?
I mean, there was one moment he was in kick-ins again, and he kicked it on the full. I was like, oh, not just ban him from kick-ins. Like he racked up like 27 disposals, but there was just no impact whatsoever. He needs. He's another guy that could run down the wing, bust a gut, and kick a goal as well. We didn't see that from Holmesy either. I think he kicked a goal. I can't remember, but yeah, just
Not
no
last week,
impact.
no.
Just no impact whatsoever. Like, yeah, we just need to see the dangerous Max Holmes again. You know, the absolute road runner in the team. Yeah, I think this could be a big game for him as well. And yeah, like what Jezelenko said, if I see Holmes at halfback, I'm going to break my telly. I probably will as well. I don't want to see Holmes off the halfback blank either. Like dreadful in the State of Origin game at halfback. He's got to play where he's best, where he's played best, and that's at the wing. Players like Ollie Dempsey as well, play him where he's best at in the wing too. Not up forward. Yes, he takes a nice mark up in the goal square and all of that, but yeah, gee whiz, you know, he was just wasted up forward. Yeah, he got 4 goals at the end, but when we needed a spark, especially midway through the third quarter, it's just sitting anonymously in the forward pocket. Hello, Lindy. How are you?
Hi, Mrs. Luke. Hang on. Oh, that's Mrs. Mum. Mrs. Mum, not Mrs. Lucas. Mrs. Mum.
Mrs. Coach.
And while Mum is here, we can preview Collingwood and Crows.
We can. We can
preview
Crows power hour now.
The Crows power. Well, it is like a space. We said we want to be like the space. So if Mum wants to cut, Mum, you might as well come in this room if you're listening, and if you want to talk about the Crows, and we can because it is like 5AA. Really, we can cut. Well, we had Albo talk about 5AA.
We did, didn't we? He probably had no idea what bloody 5AA was until.
What the fuck is wrong? He's a political Chris Scott. No, you don't need to put makeup on. You can just sit here.
Get your crow scarf.
Yeah, your crow scarf will do. Well, she's been that after the Hawthorn. Am I allowed to say that? She's been that after the Hawthorn game. But I've tipped the Crows to beat the D. I've actually picked Crows as well in my tipping show. I did pick the Crows.
Interesting. Okay.
I did. You gotta learn to stop Dacos. If you can stop Dacos, you might be within a chance. They had a combined 80 disposals, didn't they? Nick had 40. Josh had about 35. So
yeah. I thought Josh was the better though.
Yeah.
We know Dacos is going to get 35 to 40 each week, but just a few cheapies off the back half, whereas Josh Dacos is just like more impactful when he has the ball.
This is a 1 hour show, right? Keep going, Kyri.
But it's
Oh, here she is. She's came in. No, we've got an intruder. Yeah, come in. There you go. Yep.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing good. How are you going, Kyri?
Good, Lindy. How are you?
Good, thank you. What's been happening?
Oh, just talking about the game tomorrow night. We know the Crows are playing Collingwood tomorrow. So do you want to give your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are Crows are going to win by between 10 points and 22 points.
Basically what I had, to be honest, if they can control the Dacos brothers.
I tell you what, everybody out there, don't worry about Paddy. Worry about Filthy, because he is just fantastic. And he's going to have a super year this year. And I'm telling you now, the Crows, it's their year, because if they fail, kaput, finish, Kamala.
So I think Matthew Nix will be in the gun. Isn't this great viewing? I can't believe we haven't got 1 million people on right now. Look at this! Look at the views here! Look at this!
Hey!
So if they can control the Dacos brothers, they might have a chance.
Easy.
We've got a couple of
Easy.
got a couple of debutantes for Adelaide tomorrow. What's his name? Calamachi. He's going to make. We talked about the new ruckman in what is his name? Lachlan McAndrew. That's his name. 200,
Crows are
200 centimeters. Jeez.
Yeah, the Crows are debuting a new ruckman, Calamachi, the new recruit. Yes, played at the MCG. Yep.
The Crows will win. I'm telling you, the Crows will win. If they don't win, I'm going to walk around with a Geelong scarf on.
Oh, wow. We'll have that in the preview show. We'll have that on the Monday show for sure, because we got it back. We got it in the background there. We will have that for sure. Absolutely.
I was going to say naked, but I thought I'd better not. Is Ching Wan hanging?
No.
No.
He's playing? Chinwa. How do you say it?
Callum Archie.
Callum Archie. Oh, I like the other one better. King Wong King Nang Chong.
Oh, no.
Another stream we have to delete.
Oh, no. Oh, you can edit it out. What is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's Big Brother up late.
Yeah, it's Big Brother up late. We'll allow this.
And how's Jazelenko going?
Oh, Jazz is in the chat.
You there, Jazz?
He's there. He's right there.
Jazz.
Yeah. Oh. No.
And this one's for Kyri.
Oh, thank
What
you.
What about for me?
Get your stuff.
Oh, okay, all right. Fair enough. Okay. Well, this is my show, so.
Is it your show? Is it?
Good,
okay.
Good, and thank you. We've been taken over by the Crow Show here.
Yeah.
Who needs Mark Bickley as a host when you got Lindy?
Yeah, need Mark Bickley as the host here. Stephen. I'll tell you what, I might get
Stephen Rowe.
Yeah, we might get KG on the show. We might get that. Would be some good thing.
That'd be cool.
No, all right, great.
Okay, I'm going now, boys. See you later.
3 votes, Mrs. Mark.
Thanks for hopping on, Lindy. I'm glad you're enjoying. See ya. Glad you're enjoying the show, Jessica.
Yeah, I'm glad when I get demoralised after the stream. The death of the Geelong zone. Apologies to anyone that was offended by that.
The FIFA meme, the delete club.
Yeah, that's yeah. Apologies to anyone that was offended by that. I'm sure I was offended by that. But no, Calamachi's a very good player.
Good against us.
Against us he was. Yeah, fuck. Was he ever? Well, they all were. Every Brisbane player was good against us that grand final day.
That's something to talk about 2 weeks in advance as well. Calamachi, when we play the Crows in 2 weeks' time. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that game. You know, is there any chance we can just not play that game? Can we have an act of God? You know, just where's that player? It's played in Geelong. Any chance we can get the field?
And
last
time Adelaide won at GMHBA was in 2003. So can we get the field flooded? You know, so we don't have to play them. You know, spare me the misery. It was the finals last week. It looked like it was going to be Geelong and Adelaide. Thank God for Collingwood and Hawthorn. That's one game I'd love Hawthorn to win. We don't promote Hawthorn stuff on this channel, but that is one game where Hawthorn really came in handy for me. I'll tell you what, Luke. I would have loved to play Adelaide in the prelim as well, because it would have been home final MCG. Revenge from 2017. We would have spanked the shit out of them, bro. We would have spanked the shit. And maybe Patrick Dangerfield probably wouldn't have played that game of his life. You know, we could have been up by like 10 goals at half, 10 goals midway through the third quarter. Paddy's just subbed out for the rest of the game. Just saying, sliding doors moment if we play Crows in the prelim.
Yeah, well, update in the Essendon Hawthorn game. Hawthorn 18-14, 122. Essendon, no need to bother. 9-5-59.
No. Oh my God.
No real day for that one.
No real day.
They did put Ginnivan and Watson in the midfield. That's what we should do with Dempsey. I can't believe we're not playing him in the midfield.
That's paid off for them.
I can't believe that.
In all fairness to Sam Mitchell, even with his chat GPT and all of that, he's actually throwing risks. You're putting a small forward in Nick Watson in the midfield, and it's paying off. Yeah, you can ask the Liverpool question.
This is like a big space, so we don't have to talk about football, but yeah, of course
anything
you can.
In the world of sport, man.
Anything in the world of sport, as long as it's not the Crows. So we just had the Crows Power Hour on. But yeah, we can ask about Liverpool. How is Liverpool going? Who have they got this week, Kyri?
We got Tottenham Sunday night in the UK, Monday morning, 3 a.m. We could be giving Tottenham their first win of the year. That's just as how bad it's going. If we lose or draw to Spurs on the weekend at home and don't get past Galatasaray at home, do you want Slot to go? Well, Slot should have been gone after the Forest loss in November, firstly. He's just fucking sticking around like a bad smell. And you know what? I don't want us to win the Champions League because that will probably give Arne Slot a fucking 5-year contract extension. So, but yeah, you look at teams like Man United, they appoint a club legend in Michael Carrick. They're doing wonders. We could have done that with Steven Gerrard, but it's too late now. Nine league games to go.
I'll tell you who's doing good is Frank Lampard with Coventry. They're now 9 points clear on top of the championship table, apparently. So he's doing well with them.
Yeah, but yeah, if we lose the sport, I'm sacking Baldy in the tunnel. I wonder what the score will be. That's the thing. If it's you can't lose 4 or 5-0 to Tottenham. They got smacked by Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. It wasn't 20 minutes in, they had to sub their goalkeeper.
That was embarrassing.
Saw the highlights the other day. I couldn't believe it. And the fans making sandwiches that Bomber Thompson ate his sandwich.
That's where they got the idea from, Bomber Thompson. That's what I'd like to do on tomorrow's stream. I'd like to have my dinner during the because it is a twilight game. I would love to have, because I will be having noodles. I would love it to be a relaxing stream where I can just eat my noodles. But if not,
100%.
If not, Kyri, we got this. If it all goes to shit creek, and I get over the meltdown, we've got this book. The book will be back.
Oh no, the history lessons.
The history. We've got Jimmy Bartell. We've got Jimmy Bartell to come, and then we've got Nathan Buckley. So I've got Fremantle covered. I've got the Crows covered. So if anyone's expecting a meltdown, you might get what you wish for tomorrow for the stream. That will be on KO, by the way, because it is a Saturday twilight game. So I will be in the KO. Yeah. So people said last week that you're in the Channel 7 stream. It is 30 seconds in front, but I will be using the KO because it won't be on Channel 7.
Yeah.
But if it goes horribly wrong, Jimmy Bartell will come in clutch for us for the history lesson of the Brownlow. Where is it? Where is that fucker? Where is he?
God, I miss that man.
Oh,
wet weather specialist as well.
Jimmy Bartell. There you go, Jimmy. We got a whole page of this stuff, a whole page of history. Jimmy Bartell on his famous Brownlow night. So we got everything covered. So hopefully I can do the Mark Thompson, eat my noodles, we're up by 30, do what Hawthorn are doing to Essendon. A relaxing stream, or can be absolute meltdowns. There could be punches thrown. So
it's like Clarko punching a hole in the wall. That's what you'll do.
I tell you what. We might do a co-stream with the Crows game. Get Mum and me doing the watch along.
Oh, geez. Or Jez is copping it the most. All my Freo mates here in Perth are hyped. Bloody wankers with anchors. I feel for you, brother.
In here in Perth. Jez is from Perth. Yeah, fair enough.
He's the WA boy. Or do a Dangerfield. Eat us with Lucky on the beach. Yeah, I remember that was the game against North last year. Won by like 100 points. That was a class of the game. And yeah, Jeremy Cameron. Oh, how many did he kick? Like 11 goals.
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
he hit the double digit. Yeah. Yeah.
Gunston has 8. Gunston has 8.
You're kidding.
I might need to look that up. Apparently he's got 8. What is that about? He'll kick 10 because it's only the third quarter. If he's on 8, he'll kick 10 because it's only the third quarter. Confirm that for me, Kyri.
He's got 5 goals, 1.
Got 5 goals.
I've just refreshed it. Yeah, 5 goals, 1.
Okay. He might still kick 10. He's
going to go fucking like Bam Adebayo in the Miami Heat.
I'll tell you what, Tom Lynch last night, Tom Lynch tried his best to do that last night.
It failed miserably.
He just needed to kick one of those goals and they would have won. So that's Gunston outside, just inside 50 there. With Gunston as well, he never misses. He's like the Steph Curry. He doesn't miss.
He's dead accurate. He's like as much as it hurts. Like I can't stand the fucking prick, but he's a damn fucking good player, Jack Gunston. Tom Lynch is a disgrace as well. No, fuck Tom Lynch. He's a flog. He's an absolute flog.
No, Gunston's gonna get the 600. I think he needs only 30, 40 more goals to get to 600. He'll get to that. I
mean, he could. It's just like Tom Hawkins. Like as soon as he turned 30, he just aged like fine wine. Like Jack Gunston is in his mid-30s now, and he's kicking like goals like he's a 25, 26-year-old. Like he could go another 3 or 4 years the way he's going. Like his longevity is just like crazy. Like
what impresses me about Jack, as much as I hate to admit this, is his IQ, like positioning where the ball's going to be, his body, using his body. I wish our forwards did that. I wish Neil had his IQ. If Neil had his IQ, man, he'd be unstoppable. He'd be absolutely unstoppable.
He's still a young boy. He's still a young boy. Give him time. Give him time. I'll tell you what. Gather around. I reckon he'll kick a bag against West Coast. Like I reckon he'll kick seven goals already at the Norwood Oval. Surely, you know that's a sandful ground, mate. You know.
If JD's listening, that bet doesn't include West Coast games. I'm sorry, JD, because I said we're not gonna include the bottom 4
still
teams.
Still gonna do your star jump.
Bring him to Geelong like Little Smith. Yeah, well, we wouldn't mind Gunston. He'd be probably our best forward, Kyri, to be honest. That's all. If you're just welcome to the Hawthorn Zone. If you're just watching, you're new to our channel. Essendon didn't try hard enough. I tipped them. You tipped Essendon. Wow. Well, we as Geelong fans, we would have loved that result. But it didn't. It didn't happen, unfortunately. 9-5-59, 19-17, 131.
New season, same old Essendon. Yeah, it's going to be another long season for Bombers fans.
He's moved McGrath back to half back.
Oh, gee. And poor Zach Merritt, bloody Zach Merritt as well. You know, you just got to feel for him, don't you?
He wanted to go to Hawthorn. They kept him. They played hardball, just like Rowan Marshall. They played hardball. And they never got a deal. Going. So, but their list is just maybe it's the coach. Maybe it's the IQ of the Scott brothers.
We know one of the Scott brothers likes playing FIFA Manager, playing players out of position. So, maybe Chris Scott's doing that now.
Yeah, maybe Chris Scott's doing that with Oshin and Tenebruna and all that, and Manor at centre half forward. I'm getting nervous when he's starting to get advice from his brother. That makes me nervous. What is your opinion on this new rule?
Brad should be sacked first off because, you know, if that's what's influencing Chris.
Well, here's one for you. The next Scott brother to be sacked. Chris Scott $1.70. Brad Scott $2.10. So especially if they lose to Fremantle, what is your opinion on this new rule? The last touch rule. I'm mixed about that because there's some incidents where if you're contesting the ball and it's last touch, I don't like that because at least you're contesting the ball. I saw one last night with Cripps where Cripps was shepherded off the ball, so he was shepherding from getting to the ball, and it went out of bounds on the last touch. I don't like that. That shouldn't be last touch for me because at least he's trying to get the ball and keep it in. He's trying to make an attempt. It's like the holding the ball rule. If you make an attempt, you shouldn't be pinned. So I don't like that rule. The 50-meter stand rule is a joke. That is the worst rule in football. There's so much confusion. There was a couple tonight. There was one in the second quarter in this game, Hawthorn game with Conan Nash, I believe, where he didn't even hear the whistle. He got pinned. I don't like it. I hate it. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think probably mainly on the last touch rule. I think they're just punished. The umpires are just punishing players just for the sake of it, even on like genuine mistakes as well.
Yeah,
it just keeps stopping the game. Just get going with it. Because you're resetting structure, you're slowing momentum and creating stoppages, and there's just more free kicks and open play instead of throw-ins, and and it's just going to interrupt the natural flow as well.
That's what I thought. I thought if everyone has this idea that last touch is gonna make the game go quicker, but you're right. It's stopping play.
It's stopping
especially
play.
Especially if it's on centre wing. They take like 5-10 seconds to kick the ball. It's not like it's continuous. So I don't know how people call that a success. Yeah, it's a success as far as there's with the deliberate rule. It was a lucky dip. Some are deliberate, some are not. You've extinguished that. So the rule is black and white, but I don't like the interpretation of it. And I don't think it improves high scoring. And what's going to happen, Kyri? The weaker teams will get weaker, and the better teams will get better. Yeah, because they will have more possession. Like today's game, Essendon and Hawthorn. Because the better teams have more of the ball, they're going to get more opportunities. And I don't. Gunston, isn't that part of the Monsters?
He was an Adelaide player before, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He was part of he was part of the Monsters.
Yeah,
he was an Adelaide.
Yeah. So, what could have been for the Crows as well, But
is he South Australian, Gunston?
No, he's Victorian.
Oh well,
so he was. I think
should have came to Geelong. Yeah, he should have came to Geelong there. Could have won 5 flags with him.
Oh Jesus! Here we go.
Yeah. Well, look, we blew it. We blew it in that prelim against Hawthorn. Why does this keep coming up? This is like me making a statement here. Get rid of this. We already know who's in the gun. This is typical Chris Scott. Blew that prelim final. Blew the one against Sydney. Blew the one against Brisbane. How much more chance does this Dozer want? That's a nice goal there by Durham. Oh, Dersma, sorry. Jeez, he's been good tonight, Dersma.
He has been good. Not bad, the Port Adelaide reject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go around. We'll start wrapping this up. We're going to go around the grounds. I'm going to check the stream. There's no one waiting. We're going to go around the grounds. Speaking of the reject, Port Adelaide plays North Melbourne. I suppose Jason Horne-Francis' first time in Melbourne playing North. So he can get a hostile environment in front of 10 fans at Etihad Stadium. Port. Your tips. Yeah, you post your tips, Kyri.
Actually. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't last night for you, but I'll give you my tips. Well, it's sort of too late now with the first two, but I'll give you the rest anyway. I'm presuming we both picked Hawthorn. Yeah, I picked Hawthorn. I picked Carlton on Thursday night. I said Carlton by 22 points, but obviously it was at 4 points, so it's 18 points off. I've tipped Hawthorn tonight. So for tomorrow on Super Saturday, I have tipped the Bulldogs to beat GWS.
Yep.
I've picked Geelong to beat Fremantle, Sydney to beat Brisbane. I reckon Brisbane are going to go 0-2. I reckon at the
Keep going.
Collingwood to beat Adelaide at the MCG, and on Sunday, Port Adelaide to beat North Melbourne by 3/4 time. The 10 North fans are going to go home in the same Uber or Didi or whatever.
Yeah,
St Kilda to beat North Melbourne, the $1 million squad. They're finally going to get their first dub of the season, and then the Gold Cunts, the Gold Coast Suns to beat West Coast at the Gold Coast.
Who said that on air? I forgot the commentator who said that.
Oh, there was two, Jared Healy and Dwayne Russell.
Dwayne, too much of Dwayne's world for you.
I haven't called him at all this year yet, so I need to call him. I was actually going to call him. I was going to call him on game day when I was at the Goldie last week, saying, "Oh yeah, Dwayne, I've come from Adelaide. I'm pumped. I'm ready. The Catters to smash the Suns." I'm glad I didn't call in, but
I'm just glad you're not at the game tomorrow. To be honest, your last 2 games combined lost of 150 points.
Oh, because you weren't there. You weren't there, Lucas. Every Geelong game I've come with you, we're always undefeated. So we need you to gather around.
I'm 7-0.
Where were you on grand final day, mate? Where were you on grand final day?
No. Too far for me. No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but I do look forward to going to Queensland for the winter test match.
We could have come to the Gold Coast, but you know.
God, I'm not going to watch Geelong get belted. You did that, and it was a depressing day. It ruined your trip. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't do a damn thing.
I mean, Brisbane and Bulldogs game that salvaged it a bit, so I'll take that.
It's
in
like
the fucking
AFTV
middle of nowhere though.
Well, that's the thing. It's like AFTV when they went to Baku, and Chelsea won that final. What a miserable trip they had. So it's been like
it did feel like that. Yeah, it did feel like that.
It did. That's why I didn't go. That's if I'm going to go somewhere, I would like to go where we have a chance of winning. But the North Melbourne game, the North Melbourne at Marvel, even that's not a certainty. Even that's not a certainty these days.
Yes, it is. Come on.
Sure.
You know we're going to spank it by 100. You could clip this. North fans. Baz NMFC. You could clip this, brother. Put it on Twitter. I don't care.
If he gets a hold of this show, he will definitely clip it, man.
We know we're gonna fucking spank you again. That's nothing more so. Well, we know Port Adelaide's gonna spank North Melbourne as well. Well, we will see. We will see with Josh Carr and his sandful tactics on Sunday.
Well, we will go through my tips and we'll wrap up the show. So I picked Carlton. I picked Hawthorn. I picked who else? I picked Geelong just to beat Free. I picked Crows over Collingwood. Who's the other game? I picked Sydney over Brisbane. Sunday games. I picked Footscray over GWS. Actually, that's a Saturday afternoon, but I still picked Footscray. I picked Port Magpies to beat North Melbourne. I picked St Kilda to beat Melbourne, and Gold Coast and West Coast. Don't even bother with that. No need for that. So they're my tips. But Kyri, 5 minutes to go in the Essendon game. 19-19, 133 plays 12-5-77.
I think it was up by they were up by like 70 points. I think Hawthorn's just like cute in the rack now.
Oh wow! There you go. That's Newcomb and an Essendon player throwing hands there. That might be a suspension there for Newcomb. Gee.
Well, let's.
Wow.
Well, can it be a long suspension until at the end of Easter Monday?
So that's wrestling. Who's the player? Is it? Oh yeah, puts his fist in his face. Interesting. AFL apparently don't like that. And Essendon have kicked a couple of junk time goals. Peter Wright's kicked a junk time goal. This is not a watch along per se.
Nah, I'm gonna flick on the Matildas anyway. And good news, they're up 2-0 against North Korea in the knockout as well. So anyone watching the Matildas for the Women's Asian Cup. So yeah.
Well, I feel for the North Korean team because if they don't win, they're going to get the firing squad. Their strikers are from the firing squad, so they're probably the ones that do it. They're a surprise team, North Korea. They've came up. Not many people thought they would make it out of their group stage, but they have done that.
Full credit to them. I didn't think they'd make it past the round of 16, but yeah, we'll see. I think chances are we'll probably face like Japan or whoever's next
South Korea.
South Korea. You got to beat either of these teams to win the final. So, but look, they've exceeded my expectation. You know, to get through to the knockout stages. Good on them. Let's see how we go. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a comfortable win for the girls, I reckon.
Yeah, it should be a win, but I'm not sure how they're going to go against Japan, North Korea. They are better. 4 years ago, Kyri, we were inside the top 5, and now that looks miles away. Had new coaches.
Yep.
Made that quarterfinals of the World Cup, and then we have not looked back since. So they've gone downhill. I think we're going to look at the stream one more time, see if anyone is rating. There is not. So that means we can wrap it up. Martin has a comment. She picked Footscray, aka Western Bulldogs. Yes, against GWS. Yep, that under the roof. I think they're going to make a fortress out of that place, Footscray. And they've got a couple of games in Mars as well. You're going to have to be in.
Yeah. Didn't they thrash them by like, what was it? 10 goals. I remember GWS getting absolutely flogged under the roof as well.
Yeah, it was
against Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bont had a field day that game. Yeah, I think he had something like 35 and 3 goals. So
yeah. I'm expecting him to do the same tomorrow. Yeah.
It's interesting on that because sorry boys, in between making dinner, only 7. Yeah, you're so far behind us. Last year's grand final hasn't even played yet. Jetta. Gold Coast. Hold. Love the show as always. No worries. No, we are wrapping it up soon. So.
We love you, mate.
Yeah. No, thank you, Jezzo. Apologies to Archie in the end there. We're sorry about that. But no, we will wrap it up. And if anyone's been offended by a show, we do blame it all on Kyri. He's the host. He's the owner of this channel. he's
the red door.
He's the real owner of this channel. He's helped me out. Shame. Yeah, well, my name is Chris Scott, and I work at the Geelong Football Club. Come and get me. Not really. Not hold. Relax.
Just relax, people. It's a joke.
If South Australia don't make that final next week, that won't be a joke. I'll be waiting for Ryan Harris in the car park at Grand Junction Oval.
Sheffield Shield. You want to do your 2 cents on that before we wrap up?
I will be waiting for Ryan. Ryan Harris is going to belt me into the absolute oblivion. That big tough man. So not picking a fight, tough man. But make sure you bring home a result. A draw will do. We just need a draw. So Victoria, if you can just make an absolute highway, get it from Pakistan, put it down and just bat out a draw, bat for 5 days, we'd appreciate it. And we'll smash you the next week in the final.
Just make it like MHBA on a fucking like the Bulldogs 2 years ago. That's what we want.
I tell you what. Scott Boland came out, lashed out at the football. I don't know if you saw it, Kyri. He said in my mind, it's still cricket season. And that's Scott Boland, that's saying something. Scott Boland doesn't say a thing. You know how many times I tried to get his autograph at the Sheffield Shield game? It'd be more easier being an Israeli soldier in Iraq than getting Scott Boland's signature. My God, it took all 4 days of that game, and I finally got a photo with Scott Boland. Finally. So thank you for that, Scott. But Scott Boland came out and said, "Oh, gee, Scott Boland, that's for you, I presume." There you go. But please don't do it here. But no, took me an absolute age to get his photo, but we finally get it. This pod, is it fuck? He'll go in the unlisted pile along with my. No, we won't say that. Along with because that actually. Just one thing on here, not that I do it, but porn has been banned in Australia. They've shut down the porn sites. I don't know if you heard about that, Kyri.
No, they have. Yes.
They have shut down the websites. Thank God we don't have COVID now. So yeah, I don't know why they've done that. They shut down everything else, but they keep stuff like Blue Sky and all that going. But they've shut down the porn. They keep OnlyFans, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
So the government's thinking is, well, if you've got to watch porn, you've got to pay for it. For me, I don't get OnlyFans because I would say, why would you pay something when you can just look up for free on the internet? But you can't even do that now anymore. They've blocked it.
No, that's it. That's the new world we're living in, Lucas. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing's for free, mate. Nothing's for free.
Free at all.
And on that sexual note of the OnlyFans, and I still won't get OnlyFans. I still won't subscribe to it. There's some people that do it, especially in football communities. Please get a real job. How dare you take away my pornography? Don't you ever take away my preferred not NOFX? Yeah. Yep. No thanks to the Matildas. Maybe it's copyrighted because I saw a North Melbourne game on Pornhub at one time, and they were losing by 100 points. So maybe the AFL got involved, and you get the idea of that. Jezza. But anyway, we're definitely fucking. If we don't delete the stream, we're definitely getting banned. But I have noticed something, that this is our most watched stream. So everyone out there, thank you. And I look forward to seeing all the clips on Twitter or Facebook in the next 2 to 3 days. Just remember that Kyri is the owner of this channel. But anyway, no, this has been my channel, the Geelong Zone. Maybe I would plug your show, but probably that's not for the best. No, go watch the Red Dawn TV. If they lose to Tottenham, you might actually get a meltdown like I will if we lose to Freo tomorrow. I will see you for the watch along. Shield is back this week, but we'll draw. We'll get a result, and then that's all right. We'll do the watch along next week, the whole Shield final. I might even try to go to that Shield final. My mum is still listening in that room, and I'm thinking Shield final, please, in Victoria. That would be good. But anyway, this has been Lucas at Geelong. Thank you, Kyri, for joining me. It ended absolutely disaster. We talked shit for the last half an hour, but that's all right. That's what we do.
That's all right. That's what we do in Spaces every weekend, mate. That's all good. For the record, 4-time, 21-19, 145, Jesus, 13-5-83, similar to the Gold Coast Geelong game. This has been the live stream. Watch out for Watch Along tomorrow, and goodbye for now.